Welcome to my review of the Klipsch Reference Premier RP-160M speakers. These are advertised as bookshelf speakers, but you should do no such thing. These speakers are far too large to be fitted to a bookshelf, and even if you can fit them to a bookshelf deep and large enough, the bass will be so powerful that the entire bookshelf will ruin the sound. So it is best to just put them on the floor. Contrary to popular belief that such speakers should be mounted on stands, I got the best result with door stoppers with these speakers, as we do have hard laminate flooring. Bass seemed to perform best when the speakers were standing 2 centimeters over the floor, so these door stoppers were perfect, and only cost me 80 kroner, or approximately $10. Although the speakers do have some square rubber spikes fastened to them, which cannot be removed, I do not recommend using these. Some of the kick in the bass seem to vanish in the floor when used, so I highly recommend getting said door stoppers instead. It took me about 24 hours to break in these speakers. The treble was there right away, but the mid-range and bass needed a bit more warming up before the speakers performed as they should, and this took me 24 hours. I played the speakers at 24 hours at moderate levels. No need to overdo the volume, but don't be afraid to play music at normal levels, as you will not break in the speakers at next to no volume. After 24 hours I could turn it up, and wow, was I in for a surprise with these speakers. The power and punch of these speakers is amazing. The bass kicks like a mule, and with the horn technology, which Klipsch are known for, the mid-range especially has an attack like I've never heard in my life. All instruments plus vocals will be much more present with these speakers. I was aware of this because the retailer had told me, but I never expected such a massive assault both in bass and in the mid-range. The treble, although very detailed, is not so intense as in previous experiences with Klipsch. This goes for both this model and the floor-standing Klipsch speakers I compared these to. The treble is crisp and detailed, sure, but will never be in front of the onslaught like the bass and especially the mid-ranges are. The treble is just there to put a final finish on the experience. Since these speakers have such a powerful sound, I noticed that they also play quite well at low volumes, and can therefore also be used for everyday tasks such as Netflix and movies at moderate volumes. Of course, these speakers lack some of the dynamics and detail of more expensive brands, but I never expected this from my speakers. I bought these speakers for my DJ events and parties with my pals and friends. And on this scene, the speakers have outperformed everything I have ever tested elsewhere at the same price range. Another thing I noticed is that they do shoot the sound out in one direction, so make sure you point the speakers to your listening position. Having the speakers on the floor won't be a problem if you're sitting higher up, but if you do point the speakers away from you where you are sitting, you will have a different experience altogether and is not recommended. I did listen to Servan Vega. Yes, plenty of powerful bass there, and more deep bass than these speakers produce, but oh boy did I miss the mid-range assault from my Klipsch speakers. And mind you, the Servan Vegas take up a lot more space as well. Before purchase, I did consider the Big Brother, now on a nice offer from Soundgarden, actually at the same price as these, but these speakers were very difficult to listen to on a longer period of time. Twice as much of a good thing can often be too much, and I do want to keep my hearing and not get a hearing disorder anytime soon. And that is what was so good with the purchase. These speakers were just right, perfect balance between bass and mid-range, plus the awesome treble to top it all off. In Trance We Trust 15, Venaccio, our anthem. Here the speakers come into their own, with quality trance on the menu, and in Trance We Trust 15 is a brilliant album. The Klipsch speakers would make Venaccio proud, as his track is played with the way he wants it to be played, with air-pounding mids, crisp treble, and bass to scare the neighbors off. If you love trance, then Klipsch speakers will not only blow you away, they will make you listen to all your trance again to get the best out of your entire collection. Graveworm, Nutopia. I, the War Machine. The same goes with death metal as for trance. All heavy metal, in fact, will be handled like it should with these Klipsch speakers. Loud and brutal. Death metal can be like that. And with these speakers, each band you choose to play won't let you down. Ravel, Trio for Piano Melodies, Anime. Most classical music is recorded live, and with Ravel's Anime Bratislava Symphony Orchestra, I do miss some of the live atmosphere of this recording. Sure, you do hear the instruments, loud and clear even, but some of the depth is gone. So I've tried many other CDs to prove my point, and that is that the Klipsch speakers lack some of the fine detail that other more expensive brands can produce. Some of the subtle details won't appear with Klipsch speakers, and that is just a fact I have to deal with. Thunderdome 16. Masters of Ceremony. Hardcore to the bone. Masters of Ceremony dope mix. Nothing more to be said here really. What you hear is what you get, and with Klipsch you get this times 10. It is with this type of music that the Klipsch speakers can, in my opinion, at this price range, outperform anything else on the market. So to conclude, if you want speakers that come as loud as they come, play ear-deafeningly loud with no distortion, and if you don't listen to too much classical music, then look no further. Yes, I was amazed myself, because the Klipsch reference Premier RP-160M speakers have already blown me to pieces, and I'm screaming for more. Run and buy. Highly, highly recommended. 2 thumbs up, 10 out of 10. Oh yeah.